14 Minesweeper Variants 2 released, because the first one wasn't cursed enough. So I did a video on the demo that released like a month ago. I've also been working on a Minesweeper top-down shooter, which still has default character sprites. With my time being split on that, all the new games coming out, and editing the old chess battle advanced video on the other channel, I haven't had much time, so here's an extra info about the game. Let's actually get into it. So the first new variant is that all of the mines, the regions form rectangles, and they're all diagonally connected. So you can see the first example is not, it shows a non-connected rectangle, and these show non-rectangles. So, I see if I try to make this as my 5, like I can't make that shape, because that'll never form a rectangle. In fact, how do you visualize this 5 so it works? They can be diagonally connected like that. You could do this, but then, okay, wait, you can't do that. You'd be forced to make a non-rectangular shape. The 5 could look like that, though, but it could also look like this. Though there seems to be a commonality in that everything that I say is correct requires 3 mines to be within the directly adjacent squares to the 5. Although there is this other annoying one where that also could work. But also, like, this could never work. Because there's no way you, like, that couldn't be a rectangle, that couldn't be a rectangle, then you don't have enough spots. So this is a mine. This is a 1 now, and the numbers count adjacent squares, so that means there's no other mines in there. 1-2 pattern. The mine, there's 1 mine here, there's 1 here, so this 2 is completed, so we can blank that. This 4 is completed. No, it isn't. Hold on. There is something to check about the diagonally connected rule, though. Say if that's empty, this 1 would need to have a mine, so there'd be a mine there. It would then need to diagonally connect through here. In this hypothetical where this is empty, all of these would also be filled. This actually seems plausible. Wait, no, it doesn't, because the 5 cannot be made. That would not be a rectangle up there. Okay, that's the mine then. We can clear that. I feel like the 5 can't be anything other than that. Yeah. Alright, now this 4, if this is the last spot for the mine, we would need to make this a rectangular section, but that would overload the 1. So therefore, the remaining mine for the 4 is there. No rectangle, the mine is there, and we need diagonal connection. We have 1 mine left, I think. It should only connect this way. There we go. The next variant is Deviation, where the clues indicate the number of mines in the 3x3 area is centered on the cell above. This is actually probably easier to see with the hover highlights. It's kind of funny because I was going to do a similar idea in my game with clues pointing to clues, and I wonder if that's going to be a thing, like a clue type that points to other clue types. So yeah, for example, that center 3 was the normal Minesweeper clue, it would be 8 squares around it, but instead in this Deviation mode, it's the 8 squares above where it usually is. So to start off, this 2 obviously only sees 2 cells, so they must both be mines. This one, you know, there's nothing at the top of the board, so that's also blank. Meaning there are 2 mines within this section. Oh, actually, this and this now see the same spots, since we've cleared out the top. There's 2 mines in here, so there can't be a mine in this cell, because we already know the 2 are accounted for up here. Plus 4, okay, this is the 2 mines already here and here. Since we know there's 2 mines in here, so this is a 4, and so the other 2 must be here and here. Okay, now there's 2 mines in here again, but they can't both be on this side because that would overload the 3. So therefore, there's no mines there and a mine here. Now this 3 on the left side sees only 3 spots, they must all be mines. And this 2 only sees 2 spots, they must all, well, that means the 2 is done. This 4 only sees 4 spots, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's now 1 mine remaining up here. I feel like the mine count has been made more confusing to read in this version. I looked in the options and didn't see a way to change it, but there's 1 mine and it's up there, so there's no mine there. The 1 accounts for here, and we're done. The next variant is segment. Each row contains 1 consecutive segment of mines. So you can see here, each row, the mines are all continuous. There's no gaps. You also can't have a completely empty row either. Alright, so 0, there's obviously nothing in there. 1. Alright, so the 1 mine is in this row somewhere, and that means that it must, like if there was a mine here, there'd be a big problem because there needs to be a connection between them and no gaps. So that's empty. This is a 2. This is also a 2. So since we're looking at the same spot, but this one is seeing 3 extra, those 3 extra must be empty. Okay, 3. There could be something here. I mean, we do know that 1 mine must be in here for sure because you can't have an empty one. That also means there's 1 there, meaning there's nothing here. 4, 4. Okay, this is very close to being complete, and it can't be gapped like this, so there's a mine there. It can't be gapped here either, with the other 4. 1, 3, oh, this is just the 1, 3 standard Minesweeper logic with that 1, 3, where there must be 2 extra mines there, okay? That means this 4 is done, and this 1 is done, and then it can just click out. That was, I wish I could have done that before the hint charged, actually. So why not do another one? with this rule set. This 3, it must be completed. There's a gap there, so it's blank. Okay, so 1, but this 1 means it needs to be connected. If I did a mine here, this would have to be empty, and they wouldn't be connected anymore. So the mine is there, and they must connect. This 1 sees already that mine. This 2 already, well, this 2 sees a mine here, which fully completes the 3, actually. The mine is there, so that means those are empty. There must be a mine, at least 1 mine here. What's the 4? Oh, 5 is done. Clearing that out and that. Alright, the 1 makes these 2 empty. This 4 is completed. This 2 is completed. Done. Now, the next 2 rules, product, which is the square root one. My server now is square roots video. I don't even know why I'm showing it twice. And yeah, once again, like, this mechanic was inspired by one of my Minesweeper memes. Next one is group, which also showed up in that video. This is the perfect time to bring up that Islands of Insight meme thumbnail. Of course, Minesweeper clues aren't in the game. I did try to design a Minesweeper puzzle in that game, though. Okay, anyway. Next, there's cryptids in Minesweeper now. Clues are encoded by letters. Each letter corresponds to a number. So how does this even work? There's like... Oh, okay. Well, I'm not intending to cheat here. Oh, okay. Okay, just, what is the right side of the grid? So it's unlikely that C is a 3. Okay, yeah, so, like, the C only sees 2 cells. And, you know, there can't be 3 mines in 2 cells. So C can't be 3 and it can't be 4. Same is true for D, except D can't be anything. D can't be 2 either. No, there's no way C can be 0, because that would make D also 0. And like, the relationship is 1-to-1, and they must all be different. I hope once you, like, fill in what the number each letter corresponds to has to be, that it turns into that number. That'd just be a cool detail. Okay, wait, okay, we can do classic Minesweeper despite not knowing the identities, because this C sees a C amount of mines in these 2 cells, and so it can't see any more in these cells at all. EA. So A is higher than E because something changed. Okay, first of all, that's also a mine, because going from E, which is those cells, to A is adding this 1 mine here. That also means A can't be 0. And in fact, E can't be 0 either, because E sees a mine already. This C sees these 2 cells, and this C sees this one. That one must be empty because, like, that can't change the amount. Got an A again. So from D to C adds 1, so C is a higher number than D, and that occupies the 1 slot. Like, it's either that D is 0 and C is 1, or D is 1 and C is 2, but in either case, it occupies one of the equals 1 slots, so I can empty out those. No other one is 1. Now, at this point, it's very likely that C is 1. Maybe, I don't know that we have enough to say that. So E can't be 4 because E doesn't see enough to be 4 over here. And, oh, this E, okay, look at this. This E only sees 2, in fact. So, that's the only thing it could be. E is 2. Yeah! Okay, very satisfying, very nice. So this 2 has been revealed as a 2. So C can only be 1. So you can see there. Now, we got a bunch of 1s for real. Oh, is D 0? Because D goes... There's a D, and then 1 sees 1 extra cell that must be there. So D has to see no cells. There we go. That 1 can be finished. That 1 is finished. Oh! Wait, already it's gonna let me finish the level? I got all the mines. I guess it's obvious that A is 2, but fine, let's just finish the level off. And apparently every one of those was a mine. There were no B's in the level. What the? You can do that? Lol. Much like how there are no B's in Wanderlust. Alright. So, E... Okay, so E goes to be adding 1, so that's a mine. And that also means B is higher than E, and therefore B can't be 0. We're freaking doing math in Minesweeper now. C is also higher than D, due to the relationship here, so C is not meant to say that D was not 0. Also, it's expert mode, so guessing wrong doesn't give information like that. I guess we just look at how E and B can't be, like, more than... can't be 3 and 4 because it doesn't see enough squares. C also doesn't see enough squares, meaning that A and D are fighting position to be 3 or 4. Like, there's a 3 and a 4, which means they're not here, because the 3 and 4 correspond to these. Well, D can't be 4 because it only sees 3 cells here, so there it is. Wow, that sure autofills a lot. But yeah, D had to be 3. Also means A is 4. Now I got a 3-4 pair, except this 4 only sees 1 extra cell the 3 does not see, so that one is the mine, and these are empty here. The C only sees 1 cell, but doesn't mean anything. E is higher than C, so E can't be the 0. The C is the 0. Okay, the E is a 1 and C is this cell. Alright. That means B is 2, and we can solve it like a normal Minesweeper puzzle now, which should be easy. This 2 is done, this 3 is done, boom. What? C4 is already cleared? Sure. Well, okay, D, we can know that D isn't 2, 3, or 4 because it doesn't see enough. E also doesn't see enough. B doesn't see enough, which leaves only A as 4. This E seems the same amount of spots as this E, but these must be all empty because of that. This is a 4, meaning E can't be 1. I don't think E can be 1 because that would leave only one mine here, and then you would need to do mine, but that underloads the 4 anyway. So E isn't a 0 or a 1. This finishes with the 4 at the bottom, so we can mark all that as done. This confirms that B is not 0 anymore. Feels like a bit of a noise. So E is either 2 or 3, meaning that this E currently doesn't see enough, and there's 1 or 2 cells here, 2 mines here. Same is true for the E on the left. What's the most forcing part? Is it E equals 3? Well, let's not E3 stall. It wouldn't be good gameplay. So let's assume that E does equal 3, meaning that all of these would be mines, making D equal to 1. We would then have a 3-4 pair here, making that a mine. These would not be the case, this would not be the case, and B would need to equal 2, which would make that blank, that a mine. This doesn't seem wrong. What about equals 2? That would make that blank, and D equals 0. Making both of these mines and completing the... Okay, that can't work because the 4 gets underloaded here. So it turns out E3 is stall after all. Alright, there we go. This 3 is completed, and we basically do the thing we did in that hypothetical. B is 2. Boom. Wonder if there's a variation of this where the numbers range from 1 to 5 instead. The larger grids go up to the potential of C equals 6. I feel like I shouldn't show the whole thing. A lot of it feels grounded, but I like this piece of logic right here. It's so dumb. But there are 20 mines remaining, and E can't be 0 because this would mean you would need to do that, and now there's literally no way to put in 20 mines. There's like only 18 spots, so E can't be 0. What a bit of dumb logic there. Hold on, this new puzzle, something's very interesting about this. I kind of want to check. Anyway, the next rule is there is exactly one mine within 4 cells around a colored cell. What? I don't know what this means. I see there is this, which has 4 mines around it. Is that what it... No. What? I have another interpretation where it's about a thing that is distance 4 away, but, like, this explanation is terrible. It should show arrows, if that's the case. Also, it's using the terminology I hate again, the colored cell terminology. It's because the light cells are considered colored, despite that this isn't a color exactly. What I'm thinking it means is 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 3, 4, but maybe this is wrong, right? And then, like, everything that's also 4 range, and it's saying there's exactly 1 mine out of these 5, but that's such a... it's an abstract, freaking hard-to-see rule. And there's not even highlights for that. Let's do the 1, 3, that's a classic Minesweeper, where this 3 has 2 more mines, and they must be there. So for this mine, if I'm reading the rules correct, there is 1 mine within one of those 4. If it's exactly 1 mine within one of those 4, that means that those both can't be mines. Like, they can't both be mines. So this is the... Well, I guess that's not what the rule is. Okay, upon rereading, of course, it's far more simple than that. Okay, so... this is a colored cell mine, and they're talking about the 4 cells that are directly adjacent to it, in which there must only be one of those that is a mine. That one is already here, so blank, blank, blank. That's the rule. Alright, once again, okay, so this 1 is now completed. There's a mine there, and there must be 1 mine directly adjacent to it, so there we go, the 4 is done. This is a colored cell, but it is not a mine, so it doesn't count. Okay, clearly there's a problem if this is a mine, because then this would also need to be... No, it don't. Because it already has the mine there, huh? No, this step is way simpler. It's just, there's a mine there, because 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, the 4th mine is there, so therefore, boom, this is also empty. Okay. So here we don't... I don't know whether this connects to here or here, the exactly 1 mine within there, but that fully accounts for that 2 already, so that means the rest are empty. We got a 2-4 pair, the 4 sees 2 more cells than the 2. The only way for that to be true is for the 4's extra cells, the ones the 2 does not see, to do with mines, and these to be both empty. This connects here, and this 2 is done. This 2 only sees 2 cells, we can mark that, and This needs to see exactly 1. It already does see this black next to it, so that's done. And there's 1 mine left. Boom. Some other logic in this variant is, like, this 5 sees 6 cells, so there is exactly 1 non-mine within it. But if, like, this is the non-mine, then all of these would be mines, but yet this would break the variant condition since this cell now sees 2 mines next to it when it can only see exactly 1. The next one is modulo. This will be easy to understand if you know what modulo is. If you don't, numbers higher than 3 are subtracted by 3 until they go in the range of 0, 1, 2. So like a 6 becomes 0, a 7 becomes a 1. Another way to think about it is just that the numbers like 1, 4, and 7 are all indistinguishable and all look like a 1. 2, 5, 8 all look like a 2, and you know. So let's go. So now we don't know if these zeros are actually zeros, although this 2, 0 is suspicious. There's no way that's an actual 0, and so it's probably 2, 3. In fact, this 2 must have be a real 2, and both be mines, but this 0 is actually a 3. So is this 0. This 1 really is an actual 1. Like, there's no room for this 2 to be secretly a 5. So this is a genuine 1, 2. Oh, and this 0, okay, so we have the 2 mines here and here, plus the 1 mine from this side, so this is a 3, so we know that's completed that way. This is a 2, but it could be a 5. It is a 5, actually. It's always been kind of an annoying process to, like, try to turn these numbers into their real counterparts, by, like, drawing black on them. See, I've already forgotten what this is. This is a 5. Okay, if that's a 5, this is really unconvincing. This is a 1, so it's actually a 4. And then when you undo it, it looks awful when you go out of the brush view. Okay, but like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know the 4, 5 is right here, so that completes that, making this empty. This is not a real 0. The 3 on the right side is completed. That is not a real 1. See, I feel like I would like let you scroll up and down, maybe. Like the same is true for the liar game mode in the original 14 Minesweeper variants. And it would be cool to let you note take if you knew like what the number actually was. And you could do the same here by letting scroll up and scroll down represent the number's actual value. Anyway, this 4 is done. Well, there's 3 mines there, so what if they're all mines? Is that possible? It could have been a 7. Wait, hold on. Okay, no, that can't be 4, because if you empty those out, the 3 is underloaded, and yeah, it doesn't have enough room to have 2 extra mines there. Okay, you're 7, actually. Boop, boop, boop. Making this 5 done. This 3 is done. This 2 is done. This 2 is done. This 0 is sees 3, and that's basically done. There we go. To be fair, there have been some worse minesweepers out there. Next is Bridge, which has the longest freaking description. Mines form 2 chains from left to right. Okay, hold on. I think what they mean by that is that this is a bridge crossing from the left edge to the right edge. This is also a bridge, and we need exactly 2 bridges. And even this counts as a bridge, like that. Even though they're kind of touching here. But this doesn't because they cross. And then there's extra text about if the board is large, which doesn't apply here. So the bridge can't be broken, it can't not completely connect, and it can't connect this way either. The chain can't have 2 mines in the column. Okay, what the hell? So okay, they can't form a column. So that would not be correct. That's not a thing for the bridge, because that's 2 mines that would have to form part of the same chain. So therefore, it has to... Not there. It's still ambiguous where that is, but these are where the mines are, and we don't know where it starts from here or here, but it needs to start there. I'm pretty sure that means also that the mine can't be here, because we've already established the start of that bridge's chain goes from here to here. So that's blank. So this can't be empty. Well, could it be? Could this be empty and the chains look something like this? No, because there's still mines that have to be here. Okay, so basically this ain't empty. That's a mine, and then one of these is a mine, so I can't have this as the connecting part of the chain. We have a 3-4 pair. The extra mine that this 4 sees is already accounted for here, so this is blank blank. So this is a bridge. This is a chain that needs to connect from here to here, so this spot needs to be hit because we need the connection to go through there. This is a 4, and that's weird because we need a mine here and a mine here that connects at the bottom part of the chain, but that's only 3 mines so far, meaning that this needs to be a mine. And that's the one that connects to the top part of the chain, so that's not part of it, and that's not part of it. So now this can't be a mine because that's too far away, and you can't have this. So blank, that's 1, there's the mine, and so that's completed. The 2 is completed. Okay, this connects to the edge this way. This 4 connects 1, 2, 3, 4. We're done with that. We're done with that. Boom. I like the way this puzzle opens with just a 1, and of course, like, the 1 can't go, the bridge can't go through here, so this and this are clear. We got a 2, but that can't overload here, and it can't be both here, I think. So it's a mine here and a mine here, and this is blank. The top can't go through, like, the top couldn't make a bridge that goes, because we can't make it go vertically down, so the mine is there. Go here. Okay. 3, 4 pair. This means that the extra space the 4 sees is a mine, and the space the 3 sees is not. This must connect out, blanking that. This must connect this way. 3 is done. Okay, but this vertical, like, is impossible, so we need to do this, and then this mine connects out the bottom end of the chain. So clear that. Clear this. This is a 2, which means this falls down. The bridge goes this way. 1 mine remains up here, and so it's within here. That's clear. That's a 4. We're done. The next is area, and I don't even know if I can make this look more like Islands of Insta. Like, it's funny, I really wanted an area number-like mechanic in my Minesweeper roguelike, but it causes problems with an infinite board. There's also a fun way to do it, is it counts the directly adjacent cells and then sums the total mines of that area. So it's like, this is 0. It's looking for the mine areas here and here, but there are no mine areas, so it's a 0, so we can clear that. Alright, so we have some nice 1 logic here. So this 1 means that either here or here is an area of mine size 1. So if there was a mine here, that would inflate it to size 2, and that would not be, like, accurate. So we need to open that 7. Which actually, because we know that there's a 1 area here, the connection of here and here totals 6, but I'm not sure that helps. It's probably split apart too. I can't imagine that it's connected here, not to mention this connecting with the 3, that's also awkward. Now this is the point where I could easily get it wrong. Like, a mine being here looks extremely suspect, and any appendage to the 7 will contribute to the 3 as well, which will overload and make them different, so I don't think that's a mine. Okay, we got a 6 there, which also makes sense. Also, I think this might be empty. Well, it's not a separate place. This might connect, but, like, we already knew the 7 was connecting here and here to form a size 6 area already. One question is how this 4 ever expands without touching the 7 or the 6. It doesn't seem possible. And the 6 again is not making any unique connection to something the 7 does not see. If the 6 connects here, then this region needs to connect to the 7. And I think that's the most likely scenario. Like, for starters, this can't be empty because then we would need to find a 4 size region to connect to, and this would overload the 1 if it connected to it. So that's a mine. Same would be true if this was empty, because we need to do this and connect to the 1. So this is a mine. Now, as I said before, 6 cannot see anything unique, so this must connect to the 7. This is a 3 size region and needs to add 1 more mine in some adjacent square to become a 4. This also cements that we are going 2, because again, the 7 is seeing a single point of area from here. So it's like 1 and then 4. We already know this is a 4 because it connects to the 4. Remaining is 2. So this is a mine connecting into this other 2. So this is blank. Since I already know the mine is within this one of the spaces of this 2. And we uncovered a 3. It needs to connect here, not up there. And this 3 goes here, here, here. This 3 is done then, and so it needs to be blank, blank. This 3 is finished. You can see the 3 is connecting into a region of size 3. This 2 is done. It already sees the 2 mines for the 2 areas, so the 1 mine is up here. Now this would overload if I made that a mine. It would be a size 5 region then, so this is blank. This 4 is done, and yep. Let's do another area puzzle. This one we have a 0, so the adjacents can't have mines. 0, 0, awesome. Alright. So now we have a 5 that must extend. Huh. Okay, so we know this 5 connects up here or here, and there must be a 1 size region that the 6 sees and the 5 does not see. Well, it could look like this. It's fine. That looks okay. Well, the other one would connect to the other 5. Well, let's look at this again. So, 10 mines. Okay, no, there's a problem with 10 mines. Okay, it's a mine count thing. If I did this, I have a region of size 5 right here. I have a region of size 1, but this 5 cannot connect to that 1 size region without impacting the number of the 6, so then you would need to add 5 mines somewhere here, But no matter what happened, that is actually 5 plus 5 plus 1, and that is 11 mines. That's too much. So these 5s actually do connect this way. This means the 6 needs to see that, which is a 1 size region for sure. See, we've unlocked the devil. All right, so this needs to connect. This needs to connect as well. We're done with that 5 size region then. That's also clear. That's clear. 2. This is a 2 size region, which means I need to blank that, and there are 2 remaining mines. Boom. Next is a variant of the triplet rule. There were already 2 variants of the triplet rule in the prequel, but this is different again. So the original game had diagonal triples, but now it's not. It's just vertical and horizontal triples. But also non-mines also count as something you can't make. So I see this is where Tic-Tac-Toe went up. All right, we got a 3 and a 4, but of course we can't make a triple. And not only that, but not only this is a problem, but the fact that we have 3 non-mine triples is also a problem. So that means it also can't look like that. Actually not completely sure what to do for the first move. Like, even if this is a mine, it should be the 1 mine because this is a 3-4 pair, so those would both have to be empty if that was a mine. There's still plenty of mines to go around to prevent making... Oh, wait, no, hold on. The reason that's to be a mine is because we have blank, blank, blank here, and we need to break it by putting a mine there. Okay, we got a 3, and this 3 is very vulnerable to non-mine stuff. It's almost like a tic-tac-toe board centralized at this position. So it's either like that... Or also, it could be like that. Don't tell me this is not yeah, that's not possible. If I had the other mine here, we have only 1 mine left, but we need to break 2 non-mine 3 in rows, which is not possible. So, blank. That also looks true for this spot as well. All right, so we got a 5, but of course, if this is a non-mine, then we would create a 3 in a row right here. So both this and this are mine. And if I made this a mine, we'd have a 3 in a row of non-mines, so that is blank. We are about to make some non-mine triples that we need to break by putting a mine in each of these locations. This 3 is done, by the way. This 5 is done. This 3 is done. This 4 is done. No 3 in a row here. No 3 in a row this way. The remaining mines are in here. This is blank. Yeah, actually, the remaining mines means that's true. The next variant... Wait, hold on. B-A-T-L? Anyway, the final variant is liar. A liar is... Well, we have different clues. So it's like the liar variant from the prequel, except each row and each column has exactly 1 liar. So not every cell is a lying one. Apparently this... Okay, they're not marked as potential liars, those are question marks. Huh. We got a lot more clues than a normal board would, because, you know... This 2 is suspicious. I feel like at least one of these is lying. Because this 2, if I were to take it seriously, the 2 mines would be there, but then the 0 would be wrong. Or, maybe there's only 1 mine there, and it could be here, and the 0 could be correct that way. Like, that 5 is definitely wrong. Yeah, that 5 only sees 4 cells, so... That has to be a liar. That also means everything in the same row and column as it cannot be a liar now. Those bottom 2 cells can't both be lying. Well, hold on, this 2 already sees 2. So if it were lying, it would see 3. But this 4 needs to see either 3 or 4. If the 2 is correct, then the 4 has to be lying. But then this also underloads this other 4, which would only be able to see 3 mines. We also said this one was lying, so if this and this are lying, that's not possible, because we need exactly 1 liar. So the 2 can't be telling the truth here. The 2 is not correct there. You can mark this as the liar. Now this 4 then has to be an actual 4, which is correct, so let's do that. This 4 also... Well, this could be still not true. Let's see, if this 4 is telling the truth, this 0, it has to be lying and seeing 1. And this would also have to be lying. That does not seem impossible. It also forced this 1 to be lying, though. And that looks fine. Okay, so it is plausible this could be a mine. If that 0 is telling the truth, that means that both this and this have to lie. Okay, no. Alright, mark that. This 2 is real now. Maybe we can mine count the last one. I mean, we know there's a mine here, so there's the mine. This is 1 plus the other one. Fit this 2 clue. This 0 is also lying, so there's 1 mine here, 1 mine here. We have 3 mines left, so... That's a mine. Actually, because there's only 2 mines left, we can actually clear this out, because this 3 also gives the information of mine, and the mine in one of these, so we'll clear that. 2 of unknown. Okay, that's gotta be the liar, because we have a 2 and a 2, but this 2 sees this extra mine. So this is the liar here, and this is actually a 1. Liar here. Okay, this 4 is not telling the truth, so we can clear that. This 0 is actually a 1, and we can do that. This 1 is telling the truth now, and so, boom. Okay, so yes, another piece of logic in this game mode is that a liar is like a cell that has a clue on it. This row has not yet received any lying clue, so I know that this is a non-mine liar. So you can mark it and that reveals the tile there. Anyway, that is all the main variants, but as you might know, this game is way bigger than just 14 variants. I mean, there's the larger boards for one, but also the extra game modes, the hidden sections on the side as well. So you have the combined mode where two random rules are combined. So it picks like a thing that modifies the mines and a thing that modifies the clues. The other one is attachment, which has not appeared in the first game. A right side rule is combined with a secondary board. Oh! Whoa! Okay, that looks really cursed. But I think I'll leave it there for now. In the first Minesweeper Variants game, I was able to make a lot of videos about the secret stuff, but I think I'll call it here. So anyway, yeah, bye.